Oh, listen, man, it's a trip how the way some of these videos be. I be just facking. Some people might, well, whatever, man. I'm facking. It's everything worthwhile that's in use today. I'm still gonna stand by my statement. I get low views on it. I guess we already know. Is that what it is? Like, like I named the stuff. I named some of the things. Shit, the elevator. I mean, man, look, it's just facts. I'm sorry, and when you being taught that you inferior and you being taught that you superior, but in reality, it is what it is. But you got to look at the big picture to see that, I'm not trying to, man, I ain't trying to do nothing but just tell the truth, you know, and speak on where we should be. That's why I be doing what I be doing. I build stuff, I do stuff, I do as much as I possibly can with my little hands. I'm saying little hands. I think I got normal hands, but I'm just saying my hands in the grand scheme of things is just one set of hands. Is what I mean. I do what I can do. I can only do so much. We need to be doing more. We need to appreciate that, and I'm gonna stand by that. I think I made the same video before, or a similar video with the similar title, that we make everything that's worthwhile. Anyhow, and it's just funny to me how also, like, this thing with the catalytic converters, I think that it's not new, but it's new as a trend. I think people always stole catalytic converters, but it's just like off the chain right now. Maybe those particular minerals or whatever it is inside of it is at an all-time high, or people at an all-time low, and that's the easiest. Like, how they get the memo? They got a Facebook group or what? How they know all over the place? Let's start stealing this. This the lick. Now, what to do? And I know somewhere, sadly, in some universe, there's a version of me, that's got a backpack full of converters, catalytic converters. I'm getting hemmed up in somewhere. Man, that's crazy. It's in some world version. I hope not. I hope all, but chances are, some universe, probably so, it's a low life version of me that never evolved into nothing no better. And but not on this one. This ain't the one. Like, how they do that? Y'all still in catalytic convert. Like, dope fiends. It's a dope fiend move. It's been a dope fiend move. That's copper pipes. That's what that is. That's all that is. That's the latest copper pipes. That was the thing at one time. The thief gonna thief. That's what they do. Crooks. It's crooks. They ain't gonna not be crooks. Then dope fiends gonna find a way. They're gonna get that money. And yeah, it's worth the risk to them of possibly getting killed. They're not happy with their life anyway. Man, yeah, so I'm gonna keep coming with it. That's the thing about mojo. You know, you the best way to keep your mojo is to always use your mojo. And I'm speaking on. I guess they got different kind of mojos, huh? You know, I'm talking about speaking, salesmanship, um, like that. I ain't talking about no. Do I still got it? Playing on women or whatever. But that is true also, and that's the sad part that, man, I would say it's a two-way street, or that's the thing that maybe women don't understand or recognize, or something's missing. Like, the smoother you are at talking to them and approaching them and everything, well, that's experience. And the way to keep you don't just, that ain't no bike riding thing. Yeah, yeah, and no, it takes a minute. It ain't quite like riding a bike. If you get out it, if you stop doing it, the only way to be good at it is to always be doing it, which is the catch 22. You know, you got to always be playing on women to be good at playing on women. You know, excuse me. You got that. That's the dilemma. There's no way around it. There is no way around that. The only thing to be and so you fall for the smooth brother with the smoothest talk, but that's the one that's the player. Once again, I'm just saying it like it is. You know, chances are. Anyway, maybe he's just good at talking like that. You know, I can't say for certain. You know, there's no guarantee, but chances are, you know, like most likely, whatever. There's so much be going on. Uh, that shit with the catalytic converters, dude. They got somebody shot up. Well, he got shot. The police shooting people still. The mama, this baby mama, that's the shit. This baby mama shot the baby. I go the baby mama shot what the fuck? Shot the baby daddy when he went to drop the child off. You know, she was upset because the new girlfriend was in the car with dude. She was upset, so she decided to shoot at them, at him. Shot old boy in the leg a couple times, and well, it didn't shoot the lady, but I saw they said that she was arrested, but I never saw any real evidence of that. It seemed like she could be arrested. She could not be arrested. Don't quote me on that. But that's some bullshit, man. How they could do that. You know, which is back to my thing. And while I was also saying, you got to know when to let them kids go, man. It's a sad truth. You ain't supposed to have to go through all that for to see your children, and then knowing that it wasn't nothing. It's not like that was your wife or something. That was your husband. Y'all had an actual relationship. It just be flings, and it's sad that you know, but that's a part of life. That babies are easy to make. If baby was complicated to make, life would have stopped a long time ago, you know. The process is complicated, but for us, it's not. You know, it's very simple. Animals could do it. Lizards, anything. Everything is compelled to reproduce itself. That's just the way it works. Man, I was looking for the story, but I don't see it. I don't see it anymore. I guess I closed it, or I changed something I did, but I remember all the details. That's it. And I just think that's horrible. That dude had a lot of warning signs, but you want to do the right thing for your children, and what you perceive as being the right thing, according to what society tell you, and all the expectations that they have of you, regardless of what you're up against, regardless of the situation with the baby mama, or, you know, however that is, or her family, or you know, her new old man, her ex old man, whatever. If she's a super jealous person, and I've been in that situation like that. So you never gonna have a new old lady and get, you know, and be functioning. You're never gonna be able to have her around the children. She's never gonna be able to participate with your children. She's never gonna be able to comb their hair. Never gonna be able to buy them something, bring them nowhere. They better not go back and talk about they had a good time going nowhere with her. You know, so that's set up. You got a choice to make. And it ain't choosing, it's choosing your life. It ain't choosing a woman, because that shit could come and go anyway. But it's not choosing a woman over your children. It's choosing your life over the woman that you have children with, using those children to control you and or make your life miserable because they can't control you, through still continuously forcing they can't control you. They can sure pour gasoline on the fire. They can make your shit never work. Ain't nobody really gonna put up with that shit. And the woman going through that, the woman sure ain't going through nobody shooting at them and shit. Come on. They shouldn't have to go through the arguing, through them being jealous, through confused, through police getting called, and then that shit happen. They dropping them off in a neutral spot by the grandmother. Supposed to be a neutral spot by her grandmother. She's shooting up the place. That's how out of control this thing is. It's wild, man. And like I say, I mean, some things, this kind of stuff I do talk about. Talk about NARC. This is sort of up the alley. Sadly, Black Queens of Destruction. When it's gonna change. So that's the one that's the primary custodial parent. The one shooting up the place. That's the one who the court said it's the better person for those children to be with. The system. Yeah. So, man, more later. That's what I got now. I out. Peace.